Hi everyone, and welcome once again to The Digital Lifestyle, TDL Live. We're coming to you a little earlier. We weren't quite ready for that. But anyhow, Ryan Ritchie with you, and Adam Ford. Adam Ford, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I am doing well.
Very good.
Right up front, I want to say hello to everyone at the T-Mug. That's the Thumb. Now, I'm going to explain to you the Thumb. This is the Thumb Mac Users Group. Now, you're probably thinking...
Very good.
But that's not it at all. This
thumbs.
is in Michigan, and as Michael from the group explained to me earlier, if you look at Michigan and you think of it as your hand, now I'm going to turn this around for the home viewers.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Right here, this is the Great Lake. I hope it's Lake Michigan.
Whatever.
I don't know. I only watched
Where's our map?
Carmen, San Diego. Okay, so this is the Thumb then, this part of Michigan that's next to the lake.
Yeah.
Hence, T-Mug, the Thumb Mac User Group. But it was nice to say hello to everyone there, and told them about the digital lifestyle, and thanks for watching.
Cool.
Tonight we got a new feature, or a new way to present the stuff we normally do. This is the Fishbowl of Apple News. And rather than, you know when you watch the professionals do the news, there's always, oh, we're going to do this, and then up later, and next. Well, we thought, let's throw out all the roles. We're going to go fishing for news.
You know how you know we're live?
How?
Because we have a fishbowl.
Well, if there were fish, that would be a better indication. Don't forget, everyone.
That would be that they're alive, not...
That's true. But what if they could run the channel, I guess. Don't forget, you can interact with us during the show. Send an instant message via iChat or AOL Instant Messenger to TDL Live, as indicated at the bottom of your screen. Now then, let's go to the news. I'll give you the first pick.
Mix it up here.
See what we got. Pick a good one. Okay.
It's coming. It's coming. Okay, what do we got here? Wallets are so outdated. Use an iPhone.
Use an iPhone. What's this all about?
Use an iPhone instead. So some zany folks decided that the best use of, well, maybe not the best use, but a use for your iPhone or iPod Touch would be to replace your wallet in terms of all the cards that you need to carry. So, you know, like every store that you go to now has a card.
Shopper card.
Yeah, you got a shopper card, you have credit cards, and your wallet's just this mass of cards that you have to carry and get back problems from. So some folks have suggested that you should scan in both sides of your card and basically save it as a iPhoto album. That way when you go to the store, and supposedly this works. You can just, if it has a barcode on it, it will scan.
I'm surprised it will scan. I guess
surprises me too.
The high resolution.
Yeah, I guess so. So supposedly that works. You know, try it out if you want. Just don't scan your credit cards and
passport, driver's license
that has any real importance to your identity. So the Gennardi's card probably fine. Yeah. Visa wouldn't suggest it.
Wouldn't suggest that.
Wouldn't suggest it.
I'm curious.
And you can't swipe the iPhone.
Not yet.
For sure.
Not till June 9th.
Watch out.
I'm wondering, and maybe some of our international viewers will let us know, the whole shopper card phenomenon, is that a global thing at this point? If you go to the UK, do you take out your shopper card? And
I don't know.
When you buy 3 stone of rice, is that where you buy stones of things? Am I?
Yeah.
Scotland? Someone?
Well, yeah, that's a weight. Yeah.
But is it a weight?
It is.
You folks know.
It is. No, I know that it is.
So my question is, do they give you any trouble at the store when you do this? I mean, you can just go in with your phone and be like, here, scan this.
I feel like if you're at the U-Scan, you know, that means, well, you have control.
Because you're scanning, but that's not true everywhere.
Well, it's not true everywhere. I would have a problem handing over the phone to whatever cashier is there just to have them drop it on the floor or like scrape it across the scanner. It's not scanning, and scrape and as long as you're in control, I don't think that it's such a bad thing, or if it's like a little scan gun thing.
Fair enough.
But with the supermarket, I just picture the iPhone
just going down the line and into someone else's bag.
Yeah.
I might try this though. I might scan some cards and put them on there.
Let me know how it goes.
There was a story we didn't get to last week about the safety of your data on the iPhone, and I know you had an iPhone swap, and as did I. And you'll be happy or unhappy to know that it turns out the restore does not remove your data. Much in the same sense that your data is still on a hard drive until it's physically overwritten. If somebody really wanted to, they could take that iPhone from the store,
Right.
even though it's been restored, and still get your pictures and contacts and all that.
Well, sort of the software hack, if you will, that was performed on my iPhone when I took it into my local Apple store. When they went to do the restore, before it was done updating, they unplugged it. Like when it says like don't unplug it, and it like totally crashes the iPhone. Like when you turn it on,
So
all
they
you
have
get.
to put the OS back on, basically.
Yeah, like you'd really have to.
Maybe that's why they started doing it that way.
It could be, yeah. I don't know.
May I?
Please do.
All right, let's go in here.
We need some Fishbowl music.
We should have music, royalty-free music. Can't afford the music. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yes, another awards show and another big win for Apple. This was the
Cleaning up.
D&AD Design Awards, which, as you know, stands for... It's a British charity group that seeks to promote good design.
Of course it is.
Since we've conquered everything else in the world, why not have a charity group for good design?
Yeah. Yeah, they need some charity work.
Back in the old days,
Yeah.
we had to worry about diseases and poverty.
That's right.
Anyhow,
They give out pencils.
if someone's in need, it is Apple. And Apple won 3 top awards at the ceremony held last night, although I see this is from the 16th. This is from Ars Technica. A little bit of news on them in a little bit, too. The company earned 2 prestigious black pencils.
2.
For the iMac rather, and iPhone. And a yellow pencil for the iPod Touch. So which is better?
Black. Come on.
I've never used a black pencil. I mean, it's black when it writes, but I mean, it's always been a yellow.
Pencil?
Yes.
Well, I suppose a standard pencil would be yellow.
This makes Apple the multinational design company, the biggest single winner of black pencils in D&AD's 45-year history.
That's a long time.
They took home 2 of the awards. Yes, six total black pencils since 1999.
It's a good amount.
It's
a good amount of pencils.
That's a
it's
lot
more
of
than anybody else.
I hope they're not those number. I hope they're number 2s and not like the 2.5s, because you just blow through those. They're too
You
soft.
do. They are.
Too soft. The kids don't even know pencils. LOL.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Boy, there aren't many fish in there.
Moving through here.
Try to get a small fry for you Nintendo Wii fans out there. Small fry. Okay.
Oh, tell us about this one.
You want me to handle this one?
iSEPTA gives iPhone users Philly Transit insights.
So for those of you watching us in the Philadelphia region, you're familiar with SEPTA. For everyone else, SEPTA is the Southeast Pennsylvania Transit Authority. And
Always on time.
They handle regional rail, subway, and buses right up to about 11:30. If you live in the suburbs and plan on going into the city on the weekend, you better plan on staying. It's a great way to make new friends, because you'll be like, I can't get back now. Train stopped running. What am I going to do?
Can I crash at your house?
But anyhow,
Random person on the street?
You're going to have one less excuse for missing the train.
Okay.
At least in the Philadelphia area, because SEPTA has rolled out a new service called iSEPTA. Very clever. Taking an I, putting it in front of the word.
Perfect.
And essentially what this will do is, on your phone, it's one of those web applications. It's not an application you install.
Right.
You can put in where you want to go from and where you want to arrive at. Arrive, depart, departure, and arrival.
Makes sense.
Whatever you say in the train. You want to get on the train at point A and get off at point B. How's that?
That's good.
And it will tell you what times, the next 5 trains to go from point A to point B. Very simple interface. Looks like it could be pretty cool. Maybe we'll see this expand.
Cool.
iSEPTA.
You're not going to be getting that on your Philly municipal Wi-Fi, though.
No, because as you know, last week we talked about that being shut down.
Yep. Canned, as they say.
But more details on that in a little bit, and make sure you didn't miss anything. Let's go back to the bowl.
Go back to the bowl. You're up.
Oh, you pulled this, and then I chatted about it.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Let us know what you think of the bowl. TDL Live. I'll admit it.
Or send us email. Feedback
at thedigitallife.tv.
Yep.
I'll admit the bowl really is just a way to take up some time.
We'll mix it up a little. We're mixing it up. We're mixing it up with the bowl.
We're short on news. We can use the bowl. Okay. Okay. I like this. One polls and the other one talks about it. It's very diplomatic. You want to take this?
Apple market share at 66% in premium PC bracket. everybody just fell over. What is going on?
Piece?
66% of market share? What are you saying?
What is premium?
What
Wait a minute. I think that premium might
Premium had something to do with it.
Yes.
Yeah, if you caught that. I said it fast, so I don't blame you if you missed it. So 14%. Let's be real about this.
Okay.
Overall market share is 14%.
Wow.
It's good from
keeps going up
where it was.
Right.
Before,
sure.
obviously. So premium. So really, this survey knocks out every sub $1,000 computer. So if you're going out to get an E-machine or whatever's the latest and greatest in cheap computers, you're not going to be counted. The Mac Mini's not counted in this.
So considering the Mac Mini is the only Mac product that wouldn't be counted,
exactly,
they're going to have a pretty good chance at winning this category.
Yeah. So 66%. Of PCs costing over $1,000.
So here's my question, though.
Okay.
That's one of those statistics that you could take it a few different ways. You could take it as, hey, people really enjoy Macs in the premium market.
Yep.
Or you could take it as, gosh, all the PCs must be cheaper. Everybody must be buying computers that are less than $1,000.
Right.
And Mac is one of the only ones above that price point. Because, you know, what else do you have, like those gaming PCs that can run $2,000 or $3,000
Right.
to play a game faster, better. I've never really understood what the advantage is. You have things like the Sony Vios, they're kind of higher price model. The Dell they got rid of the XPS, but the one with the alien head.
Alienware.
Thank you. That makes sense.
Yes.
But other than that, there's not a lot out there in that price range.
No, I actually don't even know. I haven't scoped out the latest in Windows machines.
Okay.
Surprisingly enough, but it's kind of crazy. You can probably create a survey to say whatever you want. I mean, survey says that it's probably even higher if the threshold were like $1,500 or whatever.
Or laptops over $2,000.
Apple has 90% share of $3,000 and over computers.
Also, you may have noticed the new Get a Mac ads that came out this week from Apple.
Yep.
One of which with the cheerleaders indicating that Mac is now #1 on college campuses.
Right on.
Which makes me think we should have cheerleaders.
Oh, okay.
Let's go for a deep dive, Adam Ford. Deep dive.
So,
by the way, if you're just joining us, this is TDL Live. We are indeed live. It is 9:13 on the East Coast on Monday, the Monday before Memorial Day, frankly.
I'm going to do a tissue break.
19th, you're going to... Okay, I got it. Google makes health service publicly available. So there's been this discussion for a while now. Hi.
Hello.
There's been this discussion about access to your medical files. And, yes, you should have access to them, but how do you have access with privacy?
You ask your doctor for a copy.
Insured. You don't think you should be able to sit at home on a Friday night and be like, oh, I remember when I had that hernia. Let me take a look at those were the days.
Easy with the clicking here.
Sorry. But, I mean, it is your information. But at the same point, what you're saying is true. Is it kind of a needless risk?
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that question come up because I've never had a hernia. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that that's something that should be readily available to me either. And that's kind of like personal stuff.
You.
I know it's me, but it shouldn't be out there. It's just like it has to be out there to get to me. I don't know. I mean, everything else is out there. I mean, my credit information. Like,
that's what I was
there are things that are out there.
Right.
I don't know why I have a problem with like my medical stuff. Like,
yeah. Well, it's funny because maybe we're just too old-fashioned here, but there are people who would probably Twitter their X-ray results to each other.
Right.
And here we are saying,
well, if it's a cool X-ray, I mean,
here we are saying we don't even want them out there. So,
right.
But this currently is going to be an opt-in thing. They're using a few thousand patient volunteers first to see how it goes.
I might look at it. I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, I buy things online. Like I'll get into the e-commerce thing and buy some stuff. So I'm really giving out my credit information when I do that. Mm-hmm. So I don't I don't know. Maybe I've just changed my mind, but I have to see how it looks.
Right here.
We'll have to see how the interface is.
Okay.
Before we
how intuitive it is.
Yeah. Before we go right off the deep end with this whole thing.
And also, it should be noted there are some what's that called? Come on, you can get this. Sounds like
open source.
There are some insurance companies.
Bingo.
Who are making these records available. I know Aetna is doing a plan where you'll be able to see the records.
Oh.
And I don't know the details on that, whether that's an opt-in, opt-out situation, or if they just say, hey, go to this website and you can see everything about yourself.
Okay.
For better or worse.
Okay.
I have this theory, and people would never go for it because it would be giving up too much privacy. But just imagine if you think there's a joke coming, but there isn't. Just imagine if you fed all this data into the Google pewter, we'll call it.
Right.
And like maybe you could find links to diseases or something that we never knew about. Like, oh, all these people who get gout had a Scottish Terrier.
I feel like they know that already. Well, I don't know about the Scottish Terrier.
Well,
and we have nothing against Scottish Terriers, so if you're a Scottish Terrier owner or fan, love them.
Always the disclaimer. That makes me think it's almost lawsuit of the week time. Whose turn is it to...
You're up.
Okay. It'd be something if I pulled out the lawsuit of the week.
That would be something.
Let's see, is this something? It is indeed.
Lawsuit of the week.
Matt Girl's sitting down, so we don't have any Zoom capability right now. But that is the lawsuit of the week.
And if you want all the juicy details, where can you find that?
You can go to the blog.
And how would you get there?
I'm getting to it.
Oh, gosh.
Jeez. You go to thedigital-lifestyle.tv and click on blog. Every Sunday, our very own Becca is she keeping her last name a secret?
She is.
Okay. Our very own Becca will be posting the lawsuit of the week, and then we'll mention it here live on the show. This week, it's a Made for iPod lawsuit. We've got Apple versus Attico International. Love their stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff.
They make stuff for the iPod.
And apparently they didn't ask first.
Nope, they just stamp it, approved.
So back in 2005, Apple started the Made for iPod program. Rumor has it anywhere from 6 to 10 to 12% of your purchase for an accessory with the Made for iPod logo goes to Apple in the form of royalty. The flip side is...
Sweet deal.
The flip
all
side
you stock owners.
The flip side is that in return, I guess Apple's saying it works. What exactly?
I'm not really sure what the criteria is for getting that stamp of approval, but whatever.
So basically, over time, this Made for iPod thing has kind of creeped and taken on a life of its own, and now Apple is suing Attico, saying that because their products use the dock connector,
right,
that is proprietary and infringes on their patents, and the only way they would be able to use that would be to have the Made for iPod logo on there.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they were also using their own version of that Made for iPod.
I don't pre-read. I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have to go back to the blog to double check.
And where is that blog?
That blog. You go to the digitallifestyle.tv, click on blog.
Yes.
Post is right there.
No, you're right. They were using a logo very similar to Made for iPod. As a matter of fact, it may have said Made for iPod.
I'm pretty sure that it did say Made for iPod, and that's one piece. The other piece is also using the dock connector and things like that. Those are patents. You have to. There's royalties involved in being able to license that out. And
but I have seen dock connector devices that did not have the Made for iPod moniker. So I think what really got under their skin here was the fact they were using the Made for iPod.
Yeah, they put that stamp of approval on it, and it wasn't legit.
But kudos to whoever caught that.
Yeah.
And I'm told they were using the pictures of the iPod as well.
Okay.
Thank you to Clug188 in the iChat there for letting us know.
Well, I don't. I do have a problem with using like the exact same logo, because it gives you a false sense of what it actually is. And maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just as good as anything else that would get that stamp of approval on it. But I guess masquerading as something that you're not.
Sure.
You're not really Made for iPod through the same way that somebody else who's paying for it is Made for iPod.
Right.
So,
do you think I, as a consumer, if I bought one of these products, could now sue Attico and be like, oh, well, this is like the Good Housekeeping seal to me, and if I see made for iPod, I trust that it's.
I mean, I'm no attorney, but you might have a case. I mean, if you were debating between two different products and one carried that logo, fake or otherwise, and
can I tell you, I don't think anybody knows what the logo means.
Well, maybe it gives you. It's like a
because it doesn't
warm fuzzy feeling.
It doesn't. I mean, we know it because we're kind of in this stuff, but. If you know someone's mother or father wants to buy a graduation gift for someone and they go in and see made for iPod, it doesn't. They know it works with the iPod.
Exactly.
It says made for iPod.
But that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's a big call out to this works with the iPod.
Right, but it could say iPod ready too, and then.
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it could say something.
That girl's falling asleep. We have to move on.
Moving on.
All right.
Is it my?
It is. I pulled the lawsuit.
Oh, you did. It's true.
It's a small one.
Ooh, so we have this event coming up.
Yes.
When is that?
Well, it begins June 9th and runs through June 13th.
Very good.
And that would be the WWDC Worldwide Developer Conference. And of course, TDL is your source for live coverage during and after and before. Some would say before, during, and after.
Some would.
Steve's keynote on Monday, June 9th. So as we like to say, don't save your wrists. Don't go around refreshing, going to all those other blogs. Let us take care of that for you.
That's right.
You'll have video of us, and we will put in
what could be better?
We will put in our request with Apple to stream the keynote, and we will see what comes of that.
I'm sure. And open arms. Open arms.
And we're going to try to get live video from WWDC as well. But I understand it's going to be crowded.
Yeah, it's going to be crowded, and if you haven't got your tickets yet, we are your source because they are sold out. Sold out. Done.
For the first time. That's the part I find hard to believe.
First time in history. They got hot stuff out now. I mean, come on, it's that iPhone thing.
I don't know. But it's weird because they extended early registration. And I was thinking, oh, wow, there must not be as many people going as they anticipated. The early bird registration deadline was extended, and now it's sold out. My question is, what does that mean, sold out? I mean, couldn't whatever number it is, couldn't they say, oh, it's sold out? Right? What's the number, the magical number that means every ticket to walk through the booth says sold out?
But they could do that. They could say, oh, it's 15 people have signed up, we're sold out, or whatever that threshold is. But then they stop taking registration fees, which are. It's not cheap to go to this thing. It's not especially not cheap if you're going to get like the whole shebang, but it's expensive. So really what they're saying is we're not going to take your money. So then they really have to be at a point where they can't take your money anymore. There's nowhere else to put these people.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
That's a lot of people though. That's a lot of people.
How many people?
I don't know. It's a lot.
All right. Let's go in that. So I got here. AOL Desktop 1.0 comes out for the Mac. Can I go again?
Moving on.
All right. Wow, I'm getting all the good. Firefox 3 release. Did you download it yet?
I did.
What'd you think? Snappier?
I think it looks like Firefox. Operates the same way.
Any new features? Anything new?
The internet looks new. It looks fresh with the new version of Firefox.
It's like clickable.
Yeah, exactly.
Aqua interface.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't forget, if you miss anything or you want to know more about the stories we're talking about on tonight's show, you can always find the sources on the show notes, which are available in the forum, thedigitallifestyle.tv. Just click on forum. And those are generally up sometime after the show. Yeah. Sometimes within minutes, sometimes it's a few days.
We're not going to commit to that.
We're afraid of commitment. But so if you want to learn more, if you wanted to know more about the AOL desktop, which is on the floor.
And why wouldn't you?
That's
want
where
to know more about that.
Please.
Alrighty.
It's all yours.
iPhone Developer Camp 2 slated for August 1st through 3rd in San Francisco.
Now, what the heck is this?
Well, this whole developer thing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
These developers.
These developers are nuts. They want conferences and they want summits and they want camp. I want to go back to camp. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, apparently, it's
they're having a ball. They're going to be hanging out at Adobe's headquarters. in San Jose for the...
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
That sounds a little suspicious.
Oh, what can I tell you?
I think they're going to sabotage it.
They might be.
Adobe's going to sabotage the iPhone dev camp. That's
Yeah, so they're going to be right there in downtown San Jose. And they're going to be talking about things like Cocoa and web standards and the SDK and getting their developer on.
Sounds like a good time.
It's going to be a good time. Be there or not.
Let me go on record as saying I think Adobe's going to sabotage it. Either that or release the Flash player for the iPhone. And their own SDK. Oh, what? Oh no!
Slim
Really?
pickings. Slim pickings.
Jeez.
Slim pickings.
Wow. Let's see what we got here.
Hope it's good.
I hope it's good too. I hate to. Oh. Google overtakes Yahoo as most visited U.S. website.
Well, you know what else is a really highly visited website?
The digitallifestyle.tv.
That one and Facebook. And you can find us on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, you can find our new page on there. Just type in Digital Lifestyle in the search box and go ahead and
Facebook.
Go ahead and add us.
Fan of the page. The thing about Google overtaking Yahoo as most visited U.S. website, frankly, I understand Yahoo has mail and a lot of other features.
Yep.
But I'm a little surprised it took this long.
Well, see, Yahoo positioned themselves as like your homepage.
Right.
That was their whole thing, is that we're going to be your one-stop shop where you go to, whenever your browser launches, and that's a lot of visits. That's a lot of visits every time your browser launches. So they wanted to have your mail in one place and your news and everything else, and now you have this iGoogle thing, where you can pretty much do the same thing. It's a little more, I think it's faster to load because it doesn't have as much graphical stuff going on. So it's interesting that they've taken a bite into Yahoo's homepage sort of tactic and taken over. But it is interesting that it has.
And I don't know what the default homepage is these days on the PC with Internet Explorer. I would assume it's some sort of MSN search page.
I think it is, yeah.
But
I don't remember.
They're a distant, let's say, fifth. Do we have a number to pull out of the bowl?
We don't. I can put something back in.
Totally made up. No idea where they fall, but we know they're not first or second.
No, they're not. They're not first or second. So it's interesting. I mean, just proves that Google's taking over the world.
And on that note, next Monday is Memorial Day here in the U.S. And we will be here. We will be here.
We'll be here.
We will be doing a show.
You might be taking off, but we're not.
We will not be taking off. So enjoy. After the barbecue is over and you're relaxing and you're thinking, oh, I got to go back to work tomorrow, we'll be here 9 o'clock. We'll help you, 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll help you get ready for the week ahead. And then before you know it, it's time for WWDC.
Yep.
And of course, we hope you'll join us for the live coverage of that. Let us know what you thought of the Fishbowl. Feedback at thedigital.lifestyle.tv. And I thought to get everyone in the mood for WWDC, Steve might have big announcements, and he has in the past, obviously, especially at Macworld, but let's pretend that happened at WWDC. So I thought we would get in our time machines and go back 10 years to a time when Steve didn't always wear a turtleneck.
I don't remember such a time.
And he introduced the very first iMac.
Ooh, cool.
So we'll leave you with that clip. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye, everybody.